Welcome to Sir Win's Accounting Lectures. Today, magkakaroon tayo ng pen and paper video problem solving patungkol sa Lecture 02, Acquisition of PPE, Deferred Payments. Actually, nasa description ng video lecture na ito yung mismong problem under discussion. Kung gusto mong sagutan ng solo at balikan ng lecture na ito kapag tapos ka na, mas mabuti. Kasi, ang accounting ay natututunan not by mere listening but by you doing the problem solving. Pero kung may sagot ka na nga, simulan na natin. So again, Lecture 02, Acquisition of PPE, Deferred Payment. And here is our problem. Jana Alesa Husi Company acquired 4 equipment on January 2, 2025. Here are the 4 equipment: delivery vehicle, office equipment, factory machine, store equipment. And then, assume an imputed rate of 12%. The present value factor are as follows. We have PV of 1, PV of ordinary annuity of 1, PV of ordinary annuity of 1 in advance at 12% for different periods. So the requirement is prepare the journal entries for 2025. So ang problem natin is about acquisition of PPE, pero hindi ka agad binayaran bagkos ay inutang. Deferred payment, matagal bago bayaran. Dapat alam natin kung ano yung rule or measurement rule kapag ganito yung klase ng acquisition. First, kung sakaling given, we will use the cash price equivalent. Kung sakali namang wala, we will use the present value of the deferred payment of the liability. Okay? Para mas maintindihan ang ating sinasabi, magsagot na tayo. Iisa-isahin natin yung entry dito sa 4 na equipment na binili ni Husi Company. First, we have here the delivery equipment. Ang sabi dito, acquired by issuing the supplier a 2-year non-interest bearing note for 3.5 million. So basically, hindi given ang cash price equivalent ng equipment. Therefore, ang gagamitin natin na valuation ay hindi itong 3.5 million na face value ng note, but rather we will use its present value. Okay? Gawin na lang natin. Diretso tayo sa entry. January 2, we are going to debit delivery vehicle. And we are going to credit notes payable. Okay? Kasi nga, binili mo siya at deferred payment. Okay? The notes payable is always measured at face. Therefore, it will be measured at 3.5 million. Okay, so we credit notes payable for 3.5 million. While the delivery vehicle is not at face. Ang banggit nga natin kanina, it should be at present value. So basically, yung 3.5 million will be multiplied by a factor. Okay? Sabi, 12% yung gagamitin. Ang tanong, alin sa mga to? Ang banggit dun sa unang tanong, it will just be paid once after 2 years. That's why the PV factor should be PV of 1. Okay? So therefore, the 3.5 million will be multiplied to 0.7972. Okay? Solve na po natin. Ayan. So 3.5 million. Okay, isa pa. 3.5 million multiplied by 0.7972. So we will get this amount. Debit the delivery vehicle amounting to 2,790,200. Hindi siya balance. Kasi nga, kahit non-interest bearing note, dahil ito yung long term, automatically merong interest. Okay? Pero hindi natin nire-record as interest expense ngayon dahil wala pa namang paglipas ng panahon. But rather, ang mas magandang gamitin is yung account title na discount. Discount on notes payable. It is the representation of the upcoming interest expense for the liability. Okay? To determine the amount, we will deduct the face of 3.5 million with its present value. So 3.5 million minus 2,790,200 is equal to, okay, 709,800. Okay? So that ends the entry for January 1 for delivery vehicle. So inuulit po natin, kung wala yung cash price equivalent, we will use the present value of the note at ang gagamitin mo na factor ay depende sa kung anong klase ng note na meron ka. Okay? Pero hindi pa po tapos yung entry para sa delivery vehicle kasi pagdating ng December 31, syempre there will be an amortization of interest. So we are going to debit interest expense and we are going to credit the discount on notes payable. Okay? Paano nga po ulit gagawin yon? So, syempre, we will get the present value na basically, ang present value is yung 2,790,200 yung kanina, and then it will be multiplied to 12% to get the annual interest of 334,824. Again, debit interest expense 334,824 and credit discount on notes payable for the same amount because of amortization of interest. So again, that is our entry for the delivery vehicle. Okay? Next problem is about office equipment. Can we read? Acquired in exchange for a non-interest bearing note requiring 10 payments of 400,000. The first payment was made on January 2, 2026. That is after 1 year on the date of acquisition. And the others are due annually on January of every year after 2026. So basically, balik ulit tayo sa rule. Paano natin i-measure ang office equipment kung sakaling deferred payment? First, we will use the cash price equivalent. Is there any cash price equivalent? None. Therefore, we will use the present value of the note. Okay? So katulad nung naunang problem, present value of the note din ang kanyang valuation. So gawin na lang natin para maunawaan. Nung January 2, we are going to debit office equipment. Kung ano yung binibili mo. Okay? And we are going to credit the notes payable. Notes payable, na ang banggit natin kanina, it is always measured at face. Okay? 400,000 yung babayaran mo, pero 10 beses. That's why 400,000 times 10. Okay? So we credit notes payable at 4 million. Yan din ba ang madidebit sa office equipment? The answer is no. Because sabi nga natin kanina, present value. The note is non-interest bearing note. Okay? That's why we will use the PV factor, itong nasa ilalim. Ang tanong, alin ang ating gagamitin? Ang sabi sa problem, si office equipment ay binabayaran mo ng 400,000 ng 10 beses paulit-ulit. Okay? Therefore, PV of ordinary annuity yan. Dapat yung of 1, wala nung in advance. Ang pagkakaiba kasi nung regular lang, nung ordinary annuity of 1, kung sakaling ang payment mo ng principal is, or yung first payment mo is after 1 year. While itong in advance, kung yung naging first payment mo is at the same date or immediately. Okay, kaya nga in advance. Again, yung problem natin, nangyari January 2, 2025, yung bilihan, pero yung first payment ay 2026 pa. That's why ang gagamitin natin is yung ordinary annuity of 1 lang. Okay? So, 400,000 kasi yan yung annual payment multiplied to PV of OA of 1 at 12% for 10 periods or this 5.6502. Okay? So, 400,000, kinikwenta na po natin. 400,000, okay, multiply to 5.6502. Okay, so ulit, sorry. 400,000 times 5.6502. Ayan. So we will get 2,260,080. And the difference will go to the interest. Ang interest ngayon, dahil hindi pa naman talaga dulo ng taon, kasi simula dapat walang interest expense, we will just use the account title, Discount on Notes Payable. The difference of the 4 million peso and, okay, the present value. So again, discount on notes payable 1,739,920. That ends our entry for the acquisition of office equipment. Then after 1 year, there will be an amortization of interest. So that's why there will be an entry, debit interest expense and credit discount on notes payable. Ayan. So the amortization is just simply based on the present value. I believe the present value is the 2,260,080. Okay? Multiply by 12% to get the annual amortization. So debit interest expense 271,209.60 and credit the same amount to discount on notes payable. Okay? 271,209.60. Okay? That ends the entry for the office equipment. Now let's move on with the third equipment, the factory machine. Acquired in exchange for non-interest bearing note requiring 10 payments of 900,000. The first payment was made on January 2, 2026 and the others are due annually on January 2 of every year after 2026. The cash price equivalent of this machine is 4.9 million. Okay? So what will be our entry for the factory machine? Given ba yung first priority, which is the cash price equivalent? The answer is yes. That's why, yun na kaagad ang debit natin sa account title na factory machine. Kasi nga, the first priority is the cash price equivalent, 4,900,000. And we are going to credit notes payable kasi syempre deferred payment pa rin naman ito. So we credit notes payable. Okay? How much? Sabi dito 900,000, but the payment will be made for 10 periods. So therefore, 900,000, okay, multiply by 10, we will get 9 million. So we credit notes payable amounting to 9 million. Okay? Next, Indian balance. Therefore, diretso po tayo na magiging discount on notes payable yung kanilang difference. The discount on notes payable is 9 million minus 4,900,000. Okay? So therefore, 4,100,000. Then after the end of the period, okay, we will amortize the discount. So we are going to debit interest expense and we are going to credit the discount on notes payable. Okay, ulitin lang po natin yung sa factory machine, baka masyado tayo mabilis. Ang sabi kung sakaling given ng cash price equivalent, yun yung ating magiging evaluation. Okay, the notes payable is always measured at face. Okay, and then the balance will go to the discount kasi nga siya yung interest. Okay, na i-amortize natin or magiging expense pag lumilipas yung panahon. In this case, sa December 31, after 1 year. How much is that? Simple pa rin naman yung formula. Whatever is the present value, okay, we will multiply it by the imputed rate. Assuming na ang ginagamit is yung effective interest method. So 9 million minus the discount of 4,100,000, syempre we will get the 4,900,000. Actually, kung ano talaga yung cash price equivalent, yun din naman talaga dapat yung kanyang present value. In this problem, we will assume that they are the same. Okay? So 4.9 million multiply by 12%, so we will get 588,000. So we debit interest expense for that amount and credit discount on notes payable 588,000 to record the interest expense or the amortization of interest for that year. Okay? Last problem tayo is store equipment. Sabi dito, acquired in exchange for a non-interest bearing note requiring 8 payments of 500,000. The first payment was made on January 2, 2025 and the others are due annually on January 2 of every year. Okay? Same pa rin. Okay? Doon muna tayo sa measurement ng store equipment. Given ba ang kanyang cash price equivalent? The answer is no. So therefore, we will move on to the second one. Okay? We will use the present value. Okay? So therefore, on January 2, still, we are going to debit the store equipment for its present value. Okay? Ang sabi dito, 500,000 daw ang payment every year for the next 8 years. Okay? Pero ang tanong, kailan ba yung naging first payment? Sagot, nung January 2, 2025, which is the same date of acquisition. Di ba? January 2 rin bumili si Mitsubishi Company. Okay? So that's why, okay, this 500,000 will be multiplied to PB of OA of 1 in advance. Bakit merong in advance? Dahil nga same date. Kung kailan ka bumili, dun ka rin unang nagbayad. So yun yung ginagamit na factor. Yung ordinary annuity lamang, again, kung sakaling end of the period. Pero yung may in advance kapag ka beginning of the year. Since 8 periods ang bayaran, it will be multiplied to 5.5638. Okay? So solve na po natin. 500,000 multiply by 500,000 multiply by 5.5638, we will get the total present value of the store equipment, its value, okay, yan na nga, 2,781,800. And katulad pa rin nung kanina, how much are we going to credit the notes payable? The notes payable is always at face, okay? Therefore, 500,000 will be multiplied by 8, okay? So 4 million pa rin, okay? So yun, 4 million, 500,000 times 8. And then the difference will go to the discount on notes payable, okay? Kwentahin natin. So 4 million minus the present value of 2,781,900. Ay, naku naman. So 4 million minus 2,781,900. So we will get 1,218,100. Okay, that is the entry to record the acquisition of the store equipment. And then on the same date, there is a payment. So that's why we are going to debit the notes payable and we are going to credit cash. First payment of 500,000. Okay? Yung iba, isinasama na dun sa entry yung payment kaagad nung cash. Meaning, minamenos na kaagad dun sa notes payable. Nare-record na kaagad nila ito ng 3.5 million kasi nga, nagbayad din naman kaagad ng 500,000. Wala namang masama dun. Okay lang po yun. Ito lang ay para ipakita natin na ang base pa rin talaga is yung 500,000 at 8 payments. Okay? Using the PB of OA of 1 in advance. Diba? Kasi nga, kasama pa yung first payment dun sa pagpe-present value natin. Okay? Last one, we will determine now the interest. So we are going to debit the interest expense, okay, at the end of the period, and we are going to credit the discount on notes payable. Para saan ito? Para talaga ma-determine, para masabi na merong interest after 1 year kasi lumipas na nga yung panahon. Now, how are we going to do that? Doon sa mga naunang problem, ang ginagamit natin is kung magkano yung value ng store equipment. Okay? Kasi, ang assumption ay yun din nga kasi yung present value. Eh sa pagkakataong ito, nung December 31, okay, nabago yung present value ng notes payable. Okay? I mean kasi nagbayad ng cash kaagad. Okay, gawin na lang natin para maintindihan po natin. Ayan, ang sabi dito, okay, 4 million talaga siya, pero nagbayad kaagad ng 500,000. That's why yung face ay 3.5 million. Merong discount na minus 1,218,100. Okay, that's why the present value is 2,281,800. Yan lang talaga yung magiging interest. Hindi yung 2.7, 2.2 lang kasi nga yung 500,000 nabayaran na kaagad. Okay, so again, that will be multiplied by 12% yung ating interest rate. So therefore, the annual interest is 273,828. So debit interest expense and credit discount on notes payable by the same amount. Okay? Ayan, tapos na pong sagutan yung ating problem. Napansin natin dito sa deferred payment, ang entry, ang solution ay depende sa kung anong klase ng note ang ibinayad ng ating supplier, yung ating ibinigay as we acquire the equipment. Sa unang problem, kapag sakali halimbawa ay non-interest bearing single payment. Second one is interest-bearing multiple payment o series of payments. Ang pagkakaiba lang nung office equipment at factory machine, yung isa given yung cash price equivalent, yung isa hindi. Dito naman sa kahulihan, sa store equipment, ay kung sakaling non-interest-bearing, long-term, pero merong advance payment. Depende talaga ang treatment dyan, okay? Depende kung ano yung term, paano yung babayaran yung ating notes payable. So, hindi lang ito yung scenario, marami pang iba. Nagbigay lang tayo ng 4 na different cases. So, sana may natutunan ka. So, yun lamang at maraming salamat.